A crocodile. That's what came to me over and over again as I felt the energy behind the reading for the collective this week. So I keep seeing a crocodile, but kind of submerged, where you can only see the eyes, and then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess tends to hide or be hidden, is very quiet and unnoticed. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, somebody who doesn't do anything. They're very inactive and unnoticed, and that's exactly what a crocodile does, is they sit there very quietly, they don't move, and you just see their eyes. Now, there's a reason why they're doing this. So what if this is a person that you're dealing with in your life? Because this is collective reading, this type of person could be you, or it could be somebody you're dealing with, okay? Because it's a general. Looking down here, there's an agenda. They're waiting for the right moment. They're waiting, as the Queen of Pentacles, they're at a distance. They're far removed, but there's a point to what they're doing here. Six of Wands. They want to get something out of a situation. They have a goal in mind because they want to be successful and they want to come out on top. They can't act yet because the Star card talks about the future. So either they're waiting for a specific something to happen in the future or just time to pass. So you could be dealing with like a poacher type of person, somebody who, let's say for example, your next door neighbor is a single woman and you're married, or a single person, and they're interested in you or your partner, and they're just waiting for you guys to have some sort of marital issue before they like ask you out. But they're just watching, they're waiting, they're inactive, they're not doing anything, and they're waiting for a point in the future where they can actually be successful in something that they do, but they wouldn't be successful now, so they have to wait. On the bottom, the Knight of Swords. It's part of a strategy. It's part of the strategy because they want something. Again, we've got Nine of Cups. We've got Six of Wands and Nine of Cups. There's a goal. This is something this person is focused on. It's something that they want. It is their wish to have this, but they're very quiet and they are just biding their time. In fact, I'm probably going to title this reading Biding Their Time because that's exactly what this person is doing before they pounce. Like a crocodile comes out of nowhere. They wait for the exact right moment before they attack. And that's what this person is doing. They're totally inactive, but I think they're just waiting for the right moment. Let's pull oracle cards, see what we can find out, if we can find out anything else. By the way, if you guys enjoy my readings and you want to support my work, check out my Patreon account. I've got some cool stuff on there. I have monthly readings, I have love readings. So if you want to show your support, check that out. Links will be below and also on my profile. But here we go. Anything else here for the collective? Yeah. Okay, so this is really interesting and super clear. We have two cards that talk about the future. Sagittarius is just a point in the future, and then the door is a specific date and time, like on a calendar. So this person is waiting for a point in time in the future because they can't act now. They literally, something prevents them from acting now. It's the zero. They don't have ground to stand on right now because let's say, for example, you're married and this is the next door neighbor that it's like they don't have, they know they don't have a chance with you because you're married and you're gonna be like, I'm not interested in you. That's gonna fuck up my marriage. But also, they're looking at the surface. Maybe you secretly have an open marriage, but you haven't told anyone. This person is making assumptions based on what they know. That is the mask here. The mask with the moon is they're making assumptions based on expectations of what they see. So in the previous example, let's say you're waiting for your next door neighbors to break up because you're really interested in one of the two people, but maybe they're actually swingers. And you're making your assumption, you're not doing anything. And you're acting like the crocodile. And you're doing this based on the false assumption that just the overt assumption from what you see. Oh, they're married, you see a ring. You see a ring, so you're like, okay, whatever. But it doesn't matter, they have a ring, they're married, but they're still swingers. So you could have a chance if you were to get out of that. I'm actually not seeing the swingers thing, but I'm just giving you an example because the mask talks about just something that's on the surface. You haven't drilled beneath the surface, and the assumption is based off of what's on the surface. Okay, let's pull advice, and we'll find out the real deal. So let's see what comes out for advice. Any advice for the collective here regarding this spread? Any advice for the collective? I just think there's a lot of crocodile people out there. There's a lot of people who have things that they want to pursue, but make assumptions and then like assume things and assume that it's impossible for them to pursue those things. And then they just act like crocodiles, hide and wait for an opportunity that either will never come or is irrelevant because the opportunity has always been there. But anyway, okay. I'm gonna need more than the Nine of Swords. Let's see what else we get here. Anything else? Yeah, so Nine of Swords is stress, and the Eight of Cups is that, someone walking away. So there is stress that maybe you will never get this crocodile. There's stress on the part of the crocodile because they don't know if they'll ever get the opportunity to attack. Will this person get away? Will they get away? Will this be the one that got away? Because we're waiting for this opportunity that maybe we don't need to wait on, or that'll never come. So there's a fear, there's a stress that this opportunity will get away from the crocodile, but they're still kind of acting like a crocodile. They still got their heads under the water with their eyes sticking up above it. Even though they're stressed out, even though they feel like they might miss out on the opportunity, they're still acting based on this assumption. It could be a false assumption. Let's see what else there is. Let's see what other cards come out. Wow. Okay, so I'm actually specifically reminded of this song called "Waiting on the World to Change." It's like some sort of like old-timey song, but the chorus is "Waiting on the World to Change," and that's what I'm getting from the start card with the Six of Swords. Waiting for the world to change rather than King of Wands, which is you making changes happen. You taking responsibility and making choices that make changes in your own life. It's like carving your own path. King of Wands. It's like carving your path, King of Wands, making the choice to carve your own path, King of Wands, rather than letting the world set the stage for you, waiting on the world to change, waiting on the world to tell you that it's okay and to give you the green light to act. So, I'm getting that it's time to make choices that carve your own path forward, even if you think that there's no chance. Ask your neighbor out, even if they're married, or maybe just make your feelings known. I don't know. What do you have to lose? It's like, make choices, and even if you have to ruffle some feathers. So the Six of Swords is also ruffling some feathers if you have to, but that might be what needs to happen to carve your own path. So let's see what else comes out for advice from the Oracle card. All right, we got some tough love advice coming up here because all these cards reversed. So we've got the House reversed, the Cup reversed, Six reversed, the Book reversed, and the Sun reversed. 3 of these cards are about happiness reversed. This is about you never being happy. And it's about you never being happy because you never do what you always assume things based on false knowledge. The Book reversed is false knowledge. It is the assumptions that you've made that are incorrect. And these assumptions have to do with your chances and the reason why you're holding back, or these crocodiles are holding back on actually taking action and seizing the things that they want out of life. And then we've got the House reversed. The House reversed is, again, it's who you are. It's not like acting according to who you really are. It's never finding who you are. And that's all tied. It's all tied together. In the example of the crocodile, it's like never figuring out if you could have been successful. It's the what ifs. That's the House reverse. It's never being happy because of all of the what could have beens, the what ifs that were made based on false assumptions that you made. So there's the advice, guys. Stop making false assumptions. Stop with the what ifs, and maybe even be aware that there are people out there who are kind of functioning off of this mentality that are just waiting to do something, but they're stuck on the what ifs. All right. That's going to be it. Collective, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to check out Patreon and follow the channel. I will see you guys next time.